Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Today is Friday, yay! August the 4th, 2023. Happy birthday to my sister Shamika. Because I think she watches this one. I'm not sure which one she watches, so I'm just saying it on all of them. All right, guys, let's get into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna give it an 8 because I liked the back and forth between Adam and Tucker. They bounce off each other really nicely. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start off with Tucker and no. I'm gonna get the boring people out the way. Devon and Lily. So Devon and Lily are talking. He's excited about the business, their South Asia business. They can really expand. And she says, "Oh my gosh, you love this." And then, okay, so they keep talking, and he tells her about Abby and the feud going on, and how he's grown closer to Tucker. And Tucker is not the person really pushing this feud. It's Ashley, and he's gonna be upset if the Abbotts, because Abby feels like she's in the middle, and he's gonna be upset if they hurt. I was like, then tell Abby to sit her butt down somewhere. Like she doesn't really have to be in the middle. Support your mom and and then tell your Uncle Jack, y'all work this out. Or just stay neutral. Like it is what it is. So anyway, child, let's move on from them. So then we go over here and we see Ashley and Abby talking, and she's telling her over and over again, because that's really what it was. She was just kept telling her over and over again, "I want to stop the feud." Abby says, "I don't know if I trust you." "Yes, I want to stop the feuding with Jack now. I'm going to let it all go." "I don't know. Is this you saying this, but then you're really going about it another way?" No. I want to stop the feud. I just want to focus on my family." "I don't know, Mom, because it seems like you were dead set." I said, "Girl, either you're gonna believe your mama or you're not. If you're not gonna believe her, just tell her, like, I'm just gonna see actions speak louder than words and let this go. Let's move on." Then we go over here, child, to Adam and Sharon. Now, Adam, he was listening to what Sharon had to say and he was agreeing with her, but she felt like he wasn't engaged the way she wanted him to be engaged in the conversation. So she's like, "What's going on?" And he told her nothing. Like, "I'm listening to you. Keep going." And she said, "No, if there's something going on, like this company means a lot to me and we're all invested in this and I need you to know." And he said, "It's Sally. He really wants to be with Sally and he feels like she's slumming it over there with Nick because that's not where her heart really lies." Quiet as kept. Adam is not telling a lie. He said Sally feels like Nick is the safe choice, and she said, "You need to let this go." And he said, "Well, you and Nick," he said, "everybody can tell Nick still want to be with you and there's still love there." And she says, "Wait a minute, Adam, I don't want you saying that. Like, don't bring me into what you and Nick have going on with Sally and all that, because I don't want Nick and he doesn't want me and you're delusional and all that." And he says, "I wasn't trying to bring you in like to make her distract Nick away from Sally so then he could get Sally." He said, "That's not what I was trying to do. I was just stating the obvious that Nick still has feelings for you or whatever." And I said, "Okay." And so Sharon gets all upset with him and he said, "I apologize, but," because she was like, "If this is how you feel, Nick and I are focused on positivity and we don't want negativity, and especially with this business and all that." And he says, "Listen, Sharon, I wasn't saying anything about the business. Now, he had told your butt earlier, let's keep this just professional and not get into personal. You're the one that pushed the man to get into personal. Now he said what he had to say and you're upset." And then she realized that because she said, "You know what? I'm sorry because I was the one who pushed you to say to say how you were feeling or whatever. But I just want you to know there's nothing there for me and Nick, and it's delusional to think there's something there for you and Sally." He said, "All right, cool. Well, we can work on this business and not get into this personal." And they said, "Okay, cool." And that was the end of them, y'all. So then we go over here with Tucker McCall. So Tucker. Okay, so then we go over here with Tucker McCall. So Tucker is talking to Felix because she dropped that little tad bit of information about that singer that was assaulting those underage girls. He said, "I don't know what you're talking about." She said, "Oh yes, you do. I have an email or two, more. I just have the information." He said, "I was out of the company by then." She said, "You might have sold your company, but when all that was going down, you were that you it was very much your company still. So yeah, I have the emails that your hands are dirty. And he tried to call her bluff. He said, well, do what you got to do with the information. She said, really, you want me to tell Ashley? How Ashley gonna feel about this? I'm sure she won't want to get involved with you in personal or professional. And he says, Phyllis, you don't think you got me where you think you have me. What was you and Cricket talking about earlier? What was that about? She said, don't worry about that. I got that. She just told me my hearing was set. He said the only one of us can go to prison. She said, but you will lose Ashley if I drop this information. So you let me know what you want to do. And then so he gets up and leaves. And so here comes judgmental Daniel. What's going on? He's like, what is going on with you and Tucker? And she's not telling them information because she don't want them to know this. And so then she tells him, Christine offered her a deal, turn herself in, and she won't go after Summer. And he says, do it, just do it. And I said, damn, boy, you could have said, oh, mom, that's a horrible deal. What are you going to do? You just like do it. And then he says, you caused all of this and you made it where Summer it could get caught. I said, yes, she did. And you also did not help. So don't be trying to act like you can wash your hands of this. Because if you had kept your big mouth shut, they could have tried to work something out. But no, you had to open up your mouth and let everybody know that Summer knew where Phyllis was and all that. And you played a part in this too. You might not have meant to, but you did because Summer trusted you. And then you went behind her back to her husband, her father-in-law, and Michael. Dumbass. Let's keep moving on. I can't stand Daniel. So he's so judgmental, and I don't like the fact that he sits there because after this, he said he was like, "Philly, you're so just selfish. You're so selfish." And she was like, "I'm trying to work this out where we can all get away with this." But I feel like at the end of the day, if Phyllis couldn't work it out, of course she would turn herself in and let Summer go. But she don't want to. It's like she don't just want to. She trying to figure out a different angle if she possibly could. But he ends up getting up and leaving because he's so dang frustrated. And he goes and talks to judgmental Lily. I say, oh, y'all brought these two boring people together so they can sit here in judgment. Because I really don't like when the soaps have one person going after the other person's family or sisters. I don't like that when they do it on General Hospital with TJ and Molly and Christina. And I didn't like that and Daniel, Lily always has something to say about Phyllis. And he's always in agreement with it. I don't know, like sometimes keep your opinion to yourself. But like Daniel talk about his mama like a dog, so why wouldn't she? Anyways, they just talking about he said he wanted to protect his sister. I said, see, there you go again, getting involved in something that you don't know what the working is going on behind the scenes are. Here you are, and that's what Philly's trying to tell him without telling him. But he said he gonna figure out a way to protect Summer. I said, okay, you should have thought about that earlier though, when you was running your mouth. So, anyways, let's move on. We go to so Phyllis is sitting at the table and Sharon comes up because she done talking to Adam. So Sharon comes up and she's making little remarks towards Phyllis. She's being facetious. She was being very facetious, being nasty, nice to Phyllis about, oh, we always know you have like we might be working together. I mean, if you can avoid jail, being nasty nice to her and Phyllis being nasty nice right back, and they're just going back and forth. Where Phyllis is like, yeah, I've made some mistakes, but I'm trying to make up for it. And Sharon is saying, you need to just take accountability for what you have done and all this. I said, okay. And she said, well, what about you? You right in the middle between Nick and Adam. Like I said, Phyllis, Lord, you already knew working with Sharon how it was gonna be. So, anyways, we go over here to actually I'm gonna wrap them up before I go there. So then we see Devon and Abby go ahead and talk, and she's just still concerned that her mama is not being upright, upfront, and truthful about what she's really doing with Jack and them. And she says, "I want Uncle Jack to be at this wedding. I don't want anything to, make this wedding not go off." I said, "Girl, it's your mama's wedding. It's your mama's wedding, not yours. All you need if Ashley and Jack are not getting together and he can't come to the wedding and not be upset and hide his feelings for Tucker, then he not invited. Keep it moving." I don't know. I just wasn't in the mood for some of these people today. Let's keep going. So then we see, who was it? So then we see Tucker goes to see Adam, right? So he goes to see Adam and he's like, Adam, and Tucker and Adam was like, Tucker, and he was like, yeah, I wanted to talk to you. And he was like, yeah, what about it? He said, I'm assuming you talked to Phyllis. And he said, yes. What does she have? And he said, she has enough. And he said, okay, well, let's make a deal. And Adam said, I only got 1 or 2 minutes. So keep me entertained and we can keep talking. Otherwise, I don't care. And he said, what do you want? Like he asked Adam what he wants. And Adam says, actually, I don't care about you. What I'm not really trying to go after you. It's something else that I want and I need Phyllis. So what you're gonna have to do is let Phyllis go. Let her go, give her the information she needs so she can get off scot free. And he was like, And Adam said, so, think about it. And because he told him, like, she knows about the rock star. She knows that information. And he was like, how much does she know? And he was like, it's quite a bit. He says how is proof with the emails. It might be one, two, maybe more. And so Tucker's like, okay. He said, so why are you doing this? And he said, you don't need to know that. You just need to know to let Phyllis go, and I won't come for you. And so Tucker's like, okay. And Adam said, so make up your mind and make it up soon. And then Tucker leaves after Adam tells him that. Tucker leaves. And so then we see Tucker go over to Ashley and she's like, is everything okay? Because he said Phyllis has become a liability. And she said, how so? And he says, it doesn't matter. I'll work it out. I said, yeah, you don't want Ashley to know that information. Because you finally look like a choir boy, because it looked like he's doing good. Even Devon was bragging to Lily about how he's doing much better. You never can trust him, but he's really proven to be a good guy so far. And so Tucker don't want that information coming out. It's more than just Ashley. He don't want Devon to find that out either. So then we go over here with Phyllis and Sharon, and then Adam comes up as they're going back and forth. And he said, listen, we all have a past. We've all done some things. So let's play nice. And they said, okay. Okay. And that was it, y'all. That's the Young and the Restless today. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Besides, I mean, I know I was fussing a lot, but some people be getting on my nerves because they're so, like, some people on the soaps are just so judgmental. I'm like, let it go. Like, let certain stuff go. But it is the weekend. Be safe. Be blessed. Enjoy yourselves. And I will see you on Monday for our new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Young and the Restless edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.